another shockwave to merge. Cause you know everybody in the DMs and trying to be slick, poking you and all that wild stuff they was doing. And it just, you know, we just learned, like she said, like we really best friends. Like even when we mad now, I learned to be quiet. Like I go all, I'm a Taurus, any Tauruses in here?
Right here.
You know how we do that. We gonna go at it. Now I'm like this. She a Virgo. So
Yeah, Virgo, me. Like, hey, Virgo. Hey, that's me.
So she just won't shut up like that.
Hey, Virgo.
I don't want to respond, but back in the day, I would.
No, sir.
We'd be really growth. It's about growth.
Yeah,
I'm just glad that we grew together because we've been together so long at such a young age. It's easy to grow apart because you're growing. You know, we started at what? We were in teenagers, so we started dating. We're 50, 51. So it's easy to grow apart with different interests and stuff like that. But we both have the same drive, which is a plus. You know, we want to see each other succeed. You know, we're helping each other build businesses together. So that's a plus because you sometimes don't find that now. Even with people who've been together as long as we have, they just go apart and live separate lives. They're not even sleeping in the same rooms and things like that. Have y'all seen the show? Did y'all see the? Oh, okay. We had a scene. I don't even want to talk about it. But on the show, we talk about everything. We give it our all. So nothing is off limits. I mean, we talk about our relationship, sex, everything.
So I'm very curious, as a Black police officer during the Black Lives Matter controversy and all of the big things in media, how was that for you personally? And then did that come up as conversation in your relationship?
So for me, it was disgusting to watch that whole thing with George Floyd. Of course, when the protest popped off, I was in it. I was at the sex offender, but we had to suit up because it was all hell breaking loose. I was in January 6th. I was out there for that. And it was so frustrating because I had so much going on in my personal life, and it stopped. It was like, put that uniform on, 12-hour shifts, no days off, you know. And I was like, I said, why didn't them dudes just stop them? Like I've been at this time, the police 20-something years. Like I've seen an officer do too much, and you gotta, I've been like that. No, I got him, cause you will lose it. But to watch that, it just broke my heart, and you know, it just to this day it bothers me. You know what I mean? I just could not believe those guys let that happen. So many other ways to deal with that scene. I've done it 100 times, right? Yeah, it was rough. And then as far as us, I think it was more Lil Jamie and Brittany, because he was young. So it was just like, whatever these people say, do what they say. Taught them how to do traffic stop, roll the window down, lights on, hands on steering wheel, turn the car off, yes sir, no sir. Cause this could happen to anybody brown skin, anywhere. So yeah, it was a tough time.
So I have two questions. First question, what was the main motivation for you to get into law enforcement? And the second question is, if you could tell young Jamie about all the things that you have seen, would you tell him to get into law enforcement?
What made me get into it would be 1,000%. I was gonna get fired fooling with her at that job. We worked at Drug Enforcement Administration. I'm gonna tell you, I was a teenager, you know, early 20. I felt the baddest girl at the job, and you know them old DEA agents and sugar daddies. They was playing with it. And my tall sister, no, I ain't going like that. So I'm down in her office probably every day, fussing with agents, whoever, ain't care. And the OGs to me was like retired police officer. They said, "What you doing, man? Hey, you ever thought about being a police?" I said, "Hell no, I ain't doing that." And he was like, "Man, you need to do something." He said, "You gonna be here for the rest of your life arguing with these dudes over your wife? Your girlfriend?" I was like, so, and mind you, we lived together. We had a little apartment, ran away. We drove to work together, came home together. So I'm with her all day long. I said, I gotta do something. And I was nosy. I wasn't scared. Plus, it was at the time, 30,000 was a lot of money to me. You know, 96 when I applied. So, money and to get away from her. And I guess I still had that
sound good.
help people. I still was always into the helping people too.
Gotcha.
You know, I was running to, you name it, fires, shooting, running right to it like a fool. But I was into it for some reason. What I would tell the young me, everything. I went through a lot on that job. I guess I could say I would tell them do what you did, because a lot of my blessings came from that, which I have today. A lot of people I met, but I met lied on, hated on, falsely accused. I'm talking about by coworkers, management, U.S. Attorney's Office. Yeah, so I've been through it all. I spoke about it a little bit. I usually don't talk about it because I get still mad. And but I talked about it in an interview. She talking about, somebody they accused me of being a drug dealer. Hate. This hate. Like y'all see, I'm dressed down today, but you see how we've been like this. This is my childhood friend. This is my trainer. It's like my brother. Been like this. He got pictures of us as kids, younger than y'all. So when you take that to the police world, some of them cool. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them squares though. Y'all know it's squares. I knew it too. I'm like, man, you're a cold man. Don't ever play with me like that. But they do, because they got money. They detectives and they big houses at the time, cars, Rolexes. To Obama's now. I've been doing this. Now we work together. How he got that? Now she made 7 figures in network marketing. I'm not at the office like, yeah, my wife. No, we doing us. Man, convertible. I'm good. She good, I'm good. But in that police world, it's frowned upon. How he got that? Because I don't know what he doing. I don't know what she doing. So yeah, they put a bone on me 2003. Yeah, I was like, what? So they messed with me for about 5 months. And then I kind of shut down. I was like, man, y'all had this. So I got through it, got to the end, and got out. So I would probably do it again, because I know the people I helped too. Helped a lot of people, save lives.
You will probably be a police again?
He said younger than me.
Oh.
What I was saying. Took care of my house, and they helped us own houses, get the kids, through school, and nice things she's done, I've done. So that part of it is great, but it comes with a lot of sacrifice too.
We won't take one more question. Go ahead.
So this is a question for Mr. Tyler. So you said what?
Mr. Tyler.
Oh, for Mr. Tyler. Mr. Tyler. After seeing a clip, you and your peers have the group session with the counselor, and hearing y'all speak about going down certain streets when you in DC, and it's triggering memories or old events that come back to mind. Do you avoid certain areas, or do you avoid DC, or just try to get away at times because of that? Outside of traveling for work, but just let me just go somewhere different, different energy.
Yeah, I would say it's streets. I try to stay out of DC as much as possible. But I would say it's streets. I would never go, like a lot of streets I've dealt with murders on, and fighting on. You know, just scenes that I'll never forget. Yeah, I mean, that's real. Like, and even when I said waking up at night, jumping, you shooting, and you like, damn, this gun don't work. And like somebody pointing a gun at, like, all that for years. So you just be like, you know, damn, like, what is going on? And you just try to block it out. But again, if you don't talk to somebody, it's just gonna eat you up. And I didn't realize until, like I said, until I saw myself on TV. I was like, man, I should have been doing this. I mean, I think one year I did talk to somebody. I told you the last time I was here with the kids. They got hit by a car. I was done because my kids were small, and the scene was so, it shouldn't have happened. You know, guy running, trying to get away, ran over some kids, right? Broke across the street. So it was just like, I took off about it. You remember that? I was like mentally not trying to, like, so that street, I probably try to avoid. Every time I could tell you in 20-something years, this probably happened in 02. You know, every time I was on that street after that, I just get kind of emotional. It's like, shit, can't get out of here.
You do, I know they like me.
I know.
Go ahead. You wanna go?
I did. I have a question for you, Mrs. Tyler. I wanted to know, as a wife and a mother, how's your experience been in supporting your husband and your family affected your mental health and your mental health awareness?
You see, they a handful.
Little one.
But no, I need to see a therapist. I've never gone to see a therapist. I do a lot of self-care. I make sure that I go out for my runs. I'm a runner.
No.
Yes, I do. I run. Read books. Do whatever I can outside of the kids and my husband. They are my life. I do love them, and I'm very supportive of each one of them, including Jayson. Anything that he needs, I'm there for him. If I ever feel like I need to see a therapist, which I feel like I really don't, I have no problem doing that, or saying that I need help, or, you know, to see someone. But like I said, I'm very supportive. If they need anything, I feel like I'm the strong mom and strong wife because I step up and do so much, right? I never complain. Hopefully they're appreciative of everything that I do. But that's what I like to do. I'm not gonna say because I'm a Virgo. I'm very organized, but I like jumping in and just helping. I like organization. And, I like seeing good results, people happy, the family happy, no arguing, no bickering. Watching those scenes from the show, no one wants to see their husband and their son arguing, fighting, especially on national TV. So I was very upset about that scene. If you watch the show, you can see that I'm the one that's taking little Jamie's side most of the time. He is a Cancer. He's very emotional. We got emotional cancers in here. So we had two of them, our oldest daughter and little Jamie. He has, during that time we were filming, mentioned that he didn't want to live. He said that numerous times while we were filming. I haven't heard it from him lately. But when he did mention it to me, I brought it to his attention. Because I think he was saying that it could have been him and his girlfriend arguing. It could have been he lost his job. But I think it also, most importantly, I think it was because of the relationship between him and his dad. You know, and I think he was telling me, and we talked about this not too long ago, that if he brought something to my attention saying that he wanted to commit suicide or kill himself, why didn't I call a therapist? Why didn't I call a doctor or something to help him? I don't and you can't say I don't take that seriously when somebody say I don't want to be alive anymore. but I really felt that he was just crying out for help and crying out for his dad. More so than
So,
anything.
hold on. When I said that on TV, they jumped on me because I said the exact same thing. Like, you know your son or daughter. You just know they're spoiled brats. And we to blame. We did a lot of entitlement as a kid. And like I said on the show, he's saying it when he can't get his way. And part of the feedback I got from all these people on social media, my son did the same thing to me. My daughter did the same thing. And trying to get me to give her or him or her whatever they wanted. And I said, so they were like, I feel what you're saying. Of course, we don't, not gonna take it serious. But, and my other point was I was a police officer. Like I did 50, 60 suicides. Them people don't tell you, I'm gonna kill myself. They gonna do it and you gonna see a note. Or you might, now it's a text world, so people's getting texts. And I was speaking on my experience, and then I know my son. He did not want to live. And like I told him, I said, and if he don't, he ain't nothing I can do about it. Nothing. I can try to get him help, get somebody to talk to him. And he be like, oh yeah, I'm good. Go right home and do whatever he want to do. And I witnessed it on the street numerous times. The people are like, what? I think the worst one I had, the guy filmed himself, shot himself, and the guy immediately, he's squirming around, blood everywhere, and then he shot himself again, and that was it. But I say that to say, when I got the call, they thought it was a homicide, because there was blood everywhere, like somebody just came in and shot up the whole apartment. And the family was like, we don't know why he would do this, like no idea. Trying to find out, and we did some more digging, money. He messed up a lot of money, and he's like, I'm gone. So, the time she talking about what she talking about on TV, he's in a car that was bought by us, cash, a Camaro, you know, the youngins like those little cars. He wasn't working at the time, right?
Probably
And
not.
he ain't had no money for gas. So we come home, he's sitting in the car, I'm open. Tells her, I don't wanna leave, cause I don't got shit. Said, in a car, it's paid for. In a house, got your own room, you don't pay, nothing in here.
No bills.
Go get a job. He didn't wanna work. Like we supposed to just say, oh, here you go, $50, fill up. No, not doing it. So he was mad. And then she come get me. He talking about him one day. I said, hey, what you want me to do? I said, do you believe him? No, I'm just telling you, you deal with it. So this played out on the show. And my cast jumped all over me. Yeah, you gotta take this shit. Jumped on me, then they died.
I think also kids who have parents that are law enforcement, pastors, judges, doctors, or whatever, they have a lot of pressure on them because they want them to be great. They either want them to follow in their footsteps or just be great in life. And Lord Jamie, he's struggling. You know, he's trying to live up to the standards that his dad wants him to be, or that person he wants him to be. And he's struggling to do that. So he sometimes feels bad about it. He wants him and his dad to have this great relationship. But because Jamie wants so much for him, and Lord Jamie feels like he can't achieve what he want him to achieve, you guys bump heads, and he feel like he's just not he's worthless.
So.
I mean, y'all get what I'm saying.
But listen to
Y'all
me.
got watching the show
If I
because
tell
I'm
you-
gonna be the.
If I
the
tell
parent.
you, go to school, play sports, get good grades. As he's getting older, I see this stuff going down. Like, hey, you gotta tighten up. You got a 2 point whatever, and then get to high school. He getting 1 point something, and like, what are you doing, Sean? Like, what's the problem? So we paying for tutors. We doing everything to keep him ahead of the curve, and he's choosing. He's surrounding himself because at the time, my dad as a cop wasn't cool. So I gotta show all y'all I'm the tough guy. He's a cop son, so he
He
probably.
probably
Do
understand.
y'all have a shared vision for him though? Do y'all agree on what should be occurring for
So
him?
we probably don't. I'm supportive of whatever he wants to do.
Gotcha.
If he doesn't want a career and he wants to be a designer,
Yeah.
call me. Let me help you with t-shirts. Let's come up with a name. I'll do your LLC. I think he wants him to get a career and do what? Like you want
Be
bigger. I
successful.
know you want him to be
I made
successful,
it clear, just. I
but
want
that
you to
might
be
not
better
be
than
his
me.
lane.
What did
I'd
your
rather
dad tell
him
you?
do
Go to
something
school,
that's gonna make
get
him
good
happy.
grades, get a good job.
As long as
He
he's
got
making
your
money
back,
and
right?
he's
Got my
doing
back.
something,
And
I'm
nothing
that parent.
Your dad was and I'm gonna speak. His dad's a hell of a guy, man, and detective. When I met him, he was a detective already. I was in my 20s, and he's a bow, but you know, and he was like a mentor to me. His dad was my guy. So to see you here doing your thing, I know he's smiling on.
Mhm.
He loved his kids. He hustled. He had side hustles everywhere. That's what we doing this for y'all. Like, you was young back then. He had the circus and all that stuff. So he was doing all this extra stuff to take care of his family. That's all we know. And you in that, and I'm around these guys. I'm like, man, put me on. At the time, $25 an hour was a lot of money in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? He got a whole weekend of the circus. So, you know, we just want the best for our kids. And I'm speaking for all y'all parents who, the millennials, there's some parents back here, but I'm saying that we just want the best for y'all. Like, do I think my son would hurt his? Absolutely not. But I wasn't gonna get on TV and then play that game for TV. I kept it all the way 100. I said he's a spoiled ass brat. Y'all jump on me all you want, but I know my son. And that's why, you know, and that was the other reason why the foundation was so important, because they made it seem like I don't take mental health serious. So I said, okay, we gonna really show you how serious it is. And that's why I'm here today.
Okay, let's see. Thank you guys so much. We definitely appreciate you guys.
I can't forget my brother Dewan.
Thank you.
So mentally fit was Dewan's idea, and it coincided with my vision for my foundation. So known this guy, Shell 51, probably over 30 years. And I just want him to speak a little. And some of you guys got the shirts, and thank you for your support, Doc, again. And some of you don't have the shirts. We actually have some in the car. I have some in the car.
Sweatshirts and t-shirts,
Yeah,
right?
I like that. I like that sweatshirt. I like that hoodie though.
Super sale because it's going to get warm, so if anybody wants the one, I can get you guys straight. But I want him to read out.
Oh, I don't have. Look, see, I wasn't prepared. Right? They said stay ready now after you get ready, right? Once again, my name was Dewan. You know, one of my gifts, talents, and profession is fitness trainer, right? And my tag is the trainer for the mind, body, and soul, right? So if you ever go on Instagram, it's mind, body, soul, fitness trainer. All one word: mind, body, soul, fitness trainer. And the reason why I really built on that, because I believe that all three are interrelated. You know, you talking about your mind, body, and soul, right? Oftentimes people focus on one aspect and neglect the other, but I believe they all go hand in hand. You know, so if you physically fit, but emotionally you're weak. You know, spiritually weak. You know, so we want to make sure we bring everything together where it's you know, all inclusive, right? So mentally fit. This is a brand. You know, not your ordinary brand. It's the apparel that has a meaning statement where we want to bring awareness about the importance of mental health. So when you wear this shirt, you know, it's not only going to be stylish, but it's a statement, and it's just reminding people of how important our mental is. So, you know, just want to keep it short. And again, you can follow me on Mind, Body, Soul Fitness Trainer, and I'll connect back, and who knows where we can go with that. But, and I also go around the county. You know, the new county executive, Aisha Brave Boy, she just won. Her and I, we have this initiative where we go all around the county to different senior facilities. You know, we help the seniors. I go in, you know, she has a great program for them, but I come in at the end and I train them or do some certain things to get them moving and, you know, it's just a great program. So again, you know, just an honor and privilege just to be a part of this. And again, this is family right here. What you see is real, and I love them. And again, they don't mind exposing and just sharing themselves. Because like you see on the show, oftentimes people don't open up like this. Like what you see is what you get, and I haven't really found nobody as authentic as them. And again, it's a blessing to have them here. So that's it.
So we are going to end. I want to keep you at your highest level. We're going to end on a sweet note. I have one more person to introduce you to, and that is J. Cooper Sweets. And so you guys got the college today. You guys will also get some sweet treats today that are on the opposite side of the room. So she will talk to you a little bit about that, but I want her to introduce herself, and then she can tell you all about kind of sort of how she got started. So there you go.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sabrina. I'm also known as Breezy. My story is interesting to me because I lost my mom to breast cancer in 2010. And my mom had a passion for baking, right? And so, but she never did it for profit. My mother's name was Joyce Cooper. And 3 years after her passing, me and my siblings realized I had the gift. How cool is that, right? Yes. And so my niece gave me a name, which was J. Cooper Sweet Sensations. And she left a few recipes behind, but I don't have the grandma story. I didn't sit in the kitchen, and I didn't go in the kitchen for the recipes, any of that, but she did have a few recipes. I have some of my own, and the interesting thing was, how can you imagine, it's kind of like, let's say you're a nurse, and 20 some years later you find out that not only are you a nurse, but you're also something in a totally different field, maybe a hairstylist, and you're great at it, and it's your passion, and you love it, right? And so really quickly, I'm actually doing a book about it. I'm working on it. It's taking some time, but I'm working on how this gift came to be, or how it was revealed to me. And I sent a cake to my daughter's job, and it was actually a cake that my mother-in-law had made, but we didn't eat a lot of sweets, so I sent it to her job. And she called me. She was like, "Mom, did you make the cake or did Nana make it?" I said, "Nana made the cake, but she showed me how to make it." But my mother-in-law does not bake either. It was just a cake she made. Young lady called me and said, "Hey, I'm doing a business with desserts." She said, "I want to make greeting cards and I want to offer desserts with them." And I said, "Okay, cool, but I'm not a baker." So then she said, "Okay, well, I know these people that know how to help you get your business up off the ground. So I'm gonna give them a call and then I'll call you back." I said, "But I'm not a baker." So then she called me back and she said, they said they can meet up with us Saturday and bring 3 samples. I said, 3 samples of what? I'm not a baker. Here I am, a baker. That's it in a nutshell, right? So many other things transpired. My dearly beloved sister Renee called me, was like, I told her, the girl had me going around to business meetings with her. We was sitting with M&T Bank. I'm just riding with her, right? And she was like, and we met with a couple of people. So then I started thinking, I'm like, okay, well, what can I bake? So I did 2 box cakes, but there was this one dessert that I was making that my family loved. I just used to make it. So I was like, okay, well, I'll make that too. They wiped the dessert that I made for my family clean, right? And it just spiraled from there. And so now, I realized that I had a gift, and I asked God, like, what am I supposed to do with this? And so what I'm doing now is carrying a legacy for my mom, of course, and trying to establish a foundation in her name, breast cancer awareness, want to bring it to communities, right? And also to establish the foundation where uninsured women can get free mammograms, and a portion of the proceeds will go towards medical research and things of that nature. So it's just amazing. I'm always amazed at everything, and I'm self-taught. So just, it's a lot. So I'm still learning the business part and all that, and I can do a lot of different things. Cheesecake, cupcakes. So Renee said, you remember when you called me and you was like, "Oh, you can do this, you can do our cookout." And I was like, "Okay." And then she's like, then she called me back. She was like, you know how to make red velvet cupcakes? I said, girl, I don't even know how to make a cupcake. So that like frightened me, right? But the interesting thing was, I did show up, and I had a table, I did the labels, I had the cover. It just started spiraling. And so here I am, representing my mom, and still learning the business stuff, and so I'm excited about it. And as you all go out, and I was actually over at the Martin Luther King building doing the business women's event. So I did really well over there, and I left over there. My assistant is over there, and I'm over here, right? So today what I have is dessert jars. I have banana pudding. I have strawberry shortcake. I have chocolate Oreo. I have strawberry cheesecake. I did have caramel pecan turtle cheesecake, but I sold out over there. And then I also have cake slices. They're not really slices. They're really bigger than slices, but I have cake slices, and I have butter pound. I have chocolate marble. I have lemon with lemon glaze. I have strawberry crumble, and I have sweet potato. That's